What's up, guys? Paramoto here. How are you guys doing today? Today, I am doing just fantastic. So if you guys are new, welcome to my channel. My name is Paramoto 959. I like motorcycles. So what I want to cover today, guys, is Panigale V2 versus V4 buyer's guide. If I had the money to buy a V2 or a V4, which one would I suggest you buy? So what makes me qualified to talk about this topic, besides for my internet motorcycle degree that I have posted on my wall? Well, I've been riding the Generation 1 Panigale V2, which is the 959, for about 2 years now, and I recently had the opportunity to ride a Panigale V4 about 40 or so miles. And I feel like I can now actually, semi-competently talk to you guys about both motorcycles, at least, whether or not you should buy one versus the other, and, what one does good over the other, and whatnot. So guys, what the Panigale V2 actually is a Generation 2 959. The bike itself is at its core still a 959. It still has a Super Quattro engine. They retuned it a little bit, gave it about 5 more horsepower, but generally it's still a 959. It's still, it's still the lovable old Panigale 959 in its core. What they've done recently though is that they totally redesigned basically everything besides for the engine and the chassis. Tuned the suspension, they've totally upgraded the plastics, so they've fully upgraded instrument cluster. It's all full color, very V4 style now. They've redone the exhaust. It has a single-sided swing arm. It has 5 more horsepower. It is an amazing bike. You can really doubt the bike is amazing. Is it truly better than the 959 Gen 1? Yeah, probably a little bit. It probably edges it out now, considering that it's fully modernized. The 959 Gen 1 is still a great bike. How does the V2 compare to the V4? The V4 obviously is bigger. Stock, it's got 1103 cc's instead of 955. It's got 214 horsepower compared to 155. It's got basically all the top-notch bits and bobs that you would expect out of a top-notch flagship motorcycle, and you get the best of the best with the V4. And then you have the S and the R models, and then the Speciale, and God knows what else they're gonna come up with next. But it really is just basically a top-notch flagship superbike. What I'm kind of thinking here is, if you were in the market for a motorcycle and it was I have, say, somewhere around $15,000 to $20,000, or I'm willing to finance that much, which one should I truly pick? And that would be a really hard choice, to be honest with you, because both of these bikes are amazing. The V2 is going to have basically everything that you could ever want out of a superbike, and the V4 definitely has everything you want out of a superbike, plus an additional 50 or so horsepower. It comes down to a case of how much money do you want to spend. Do you want to spend slightly less, or do you want to go all out? I'll be totally honest with you guys. I am totally satisfied with my 959, which is basically the Gen 1 V2. Would I spend an additional $20,000 to go get a V4 at this point? No, I definitely wouldn't spend another $20,000. But if I was in the market for a super bike, and I didn't have one, it would definitely be, definitely in the front of my mind. I will say one of the things that I think draws me to the V2 is the fact that it's still using the Super Quattro engine. This is a tried and true Ducati product that basically most of the bugs have been worked out for, and it's just you could really honestly, realistically rely on this motorcycle. I don't have any problems. I don't have any reliability issues with this motorcycle. It's been basically bulletproof with me. It's never left me on the side of the road. The V4, it's still new. It's still a newer concept. They've had some recalls, they've addressed some things and whatnot, but the reliability is not that of what a Super Quattro engine gives you. And to be honest with you, the engine is the heart and soul of these beasts. After I rode the V4 a couple weeks ago, I'll be totally honest with you, I was supremely jealous of the owner for having such an amazing motorcycle. I really was, and it's anybody that buys one of those things, you're getting a fantastic motorcycle, and I don't have, honestly, I'm just jealous. And also, I'm kind of jealous of the people that have them. They're just awesome bikes. Handling on them is amazing. The power is amazing. The looks are amazing. Nothing about those motorcycles that I don't love. And I was one of those people that were kind of on the fence over the V4. Do I really like the V4? Would I spend $20,000 on one? After having ridden it, yes, I would. I totally would. If I were to go back, right, and when I bought this bike, I don't believe the V4 was even out yet. I think it was launched, but I had never seen one at the time of me buying this bike. Shortly after, first services and stuff, my dealership had one, but came down to it, when it comes down to it, you're getting a lot of the same features in both packages. But the V4, you get everything all the way. You're kind of getting like the premium package. If you're gonna spend $21,000 or $16,500, you know, you're kind of already there. You know, you're already spending upwards of 20 grand on a motorcycle. You're already in a position of your life where you can afford have that level of toy. You might as well, like, if you were making this decision today, am I gonna go get a V2 or V4? You might as well spend another 4 grand, 5 grand, and get the top dog. You really should. I'll be honest with you, this is a stout bike. This, I mean, nobody, you can't really doubt that an almost 1,000cc super bike with almost all the bells and whistles on it is not a good bike. No, but the V4 is an amazing bike. And you're gonna get it for about $4,000 more, you know? And that's, you know, that's just baseline. That's not if you get any dealership support or anything like that. So honestly, if I was new into the Ducati market and I was gonna get a new bike soon, I would just go get the V4. If you end up going and you get a Gen 1 959 like this, or like you end up getting a Gen 2, a Panigale V2, you know what? You're getting an amazing bike. You really are. But I mean, if you can spend $16,500, you can spend $20,000. I mean, that's not that much of a difference. And you can go and you can get the best bike there is out there, you know? You know, honestly, after riding that V4, I felt so freaking special. Like, it was just so much fun. It was so much fun, and it had so much to give, and it was also really comfortable, and it also, like, the display just was very intuitive, and it kind of pulled you into the experience. It sounded amazing, and everybody's looking at you, which is kind of true for a lot of Ducatis. And man, I still get a lot of stares every time I ride this bike around, you know, but there's something about a red Panigale V4 that just generates a ton of attention. That being said, I'll be totally honest with you, I'm not going to be trading in my 959 anytime soon. I like the V2s. I like the thump. I like the rumble. I like too much things about it to ever really get rid of this motorcycle. Does it feel slightly less special after riding a V4? Yeah, it certainly does. But that's true for anything. We're always looking for that next bigger and better thing, and the V4 compared to the V2 is the next bigger and better thing. To be honest with you, there's really not much past the V4. Like, after you've gotten up to that level, you're basically at the pinnacle of motorcycles. Instead of just blue balling yourself and getting a smaller bike, just go get the bigger bike. Just go do it. Write the check. You only live once. It's not that much more money, and you get a lot more bike, and you get a lot more technology. And you know what? Dare I say, you know, it looks amazing and it sounds amazing. That goes a long way. There's something about having the new hotness that just makes you feel good. And that's what riding motorcycles is all about, is feeling good and enjoying yourself. I think you get just that much more. It just makes it so much more special, you know? And I think you get that out of the V4. Alright guys, that's all for today's video. Thank you for watching. I appreciate you guys. Please make sure hit that like button, hit that subscribe button down below if you haven't already. Deuces.